So today
we are going to be doing a tutorial. So basically for this tutorial, it's going to be how to ollie, if you saw in the title. Alright, now I'm just going to show you guys the how it basically looks. Sorry about that oil splatter right there. I'm in the garage. So I'm just gonna show you guys how it basically looks. Fail. Basically how the ollie is supposed to look.
or I have a pretty high ollie. I can do it outside, like on the cement or in the street. I have a really high ollie, but I can't do it inside the garage because it makes a lot of noise right now, and I don't know, I'm just not very comfortable doing it in the garage. But I'm about to show you the foot placement for this trick, okay? Then I'm going to show you guys the steps.
The foot placement for this trick is your back foot is obviously going to be on the back. I don't know.
So how this the foot placement is the 4 bolts. We're gonna call this set the top bolts, and the bottom bolts are right there. So top, bottom.
Basically, what this is going to be doing is it's going to be popping, and your foot is going to be sliding to the top. This may be very confusing to you guys.
Yes, I was really confused.
So basically, I'm just going to be trying to keep this as simple as I can. So obviously, you're going to need to be very comfortable on your board. So, like, you're going to step on, so it's going to look something like this. And your back foot is going to be right there, like right there. The position is literally going to be right on the edge of the board, kind of hanging off a bit if you want, just to get a bit of more like pop in your ollie. I'm going to show you guys a better look at the back foot real quick. So here's a better look at how my back foot is going to be. So obviously I'm going to step on, and it's kind of just going to be like this, like just a bit hanging off. I'm going to try to get another better view. So there we go. It's kind of like hanging off just a bit, just the front of it right here.
You need to actually break it down step by step. And I know that some of you guys will not want to take the time and like into that they need to do this. To do this trick, you guys might not want to take the time. So I just want to tell you guys one thing, that if you don't take the time to do something, and then it's never going to be good, you know? So basically, what you want to do is you just want to practice each step that I'm going to tell you over and over again until you're comfortable with it. And when I say comfortable, I mean that you can do it in your sleep. Like, don't just be like, oh yeah, I did it a couple times, like I did the slide movement a couple times, I popped it a couple times, that it's just going to be good. Like you're just going to be good to go and you're just going to try the ollie. Well, you actually need to get the steps down, and then you're going to need to try to spend at least maybe 30 minutes to an hour doing all the steps combined. So I'm going to go show you guys the first step right now, then so on and so on. So yeah. So once you guys like get your foot placement down, what you want to do is you just want to kind of like get on the board. The first step that I suggest practicing will obviously be the pop, but you don't have to. You can kind of switch step 2 and step 1 around if you want, just whatever you're more comfortable with. So obviously, the pop is very important in the ollie, because obviously you're going to have to pop, lift the whole board off the ground, and then it's going to land again. So I'm going to show you guys.
Here's your board, and basically it's going to be on the ground, and you're going to pop with your back foot, and it's going to like go into the air. That's when the step 2 comes in, which is the slide. I'll explain that later. So basically for this step, you're just gonna kind of want to get on your board and just pop something like this. Like, don't really even include your front foot. You're gonna keep your foot like this and pop, just like that. Just try to get the pop down. You can just spend as long as you want just practicing this. Front foot is gonna slide to the top of the board and back down. Well, not really back down. This is what I was confused about. I'll tell you that at the end, but I'm just gonna say step 2 was probably the most confusing part for me, because I just kind of wanted to give up. But if you
give up, I'm telling you that this will not happen. A lot of people that I know that I've like met at the skate park, they told me that they don't even know how to do the ollie because they were practicing and then they just stopped trying. Like, that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to practice and practice until like you have it.
Basically for the ollie, That's what you want to do. You just want to kind of slide to the top. So for this part, what you want to do is basically like this. So you're going to pop just so that it's like this. You don't have to pop too hard. Just kind of leave your foot just pushing like this so that your front part of the board is in the air.
Or if you're regular footed, then this part, or yeah, then your left part of the board will be in the air. But if you're goofy footed, then your right part of the board. So obviously if you're goofy footed, your right foot would be in front. Regular, then your left foot would be in front. This is how it looks.
So you're just gonna pop like this, and then your right foot, let's just say this is my right foot, it's gonna slide to the top. This is how it's normally positioned. It's gonna go to its side so that it just slides to the top. And then eventually the board will just go like this. Like while you slide to the top, it'll take it up, and then you don't really have to come back down. It'll kind of just do that on its own. And then you'll just be able to slam it on the floor. I will give you guys a pretty good look at this. For this part, you just need to pop, and then your front foot will literally shift so that it's like this, and then you're gonna slide up. Practice the sliding motion up. And again, I'm really sorry for the lighting. It's not that good of lighting in here, but it's dark out, so yeah. So you slide your foot up. Just practice that. Once you guys have that part pretty much down, what you're gonna wanna do is you're just gonna kinda wanna combine all the steps, and I'm gonna show you guys that. I put a skater trainer on. If you guys can't see, I put a skater trainer on this thing. So basically this step is that you pop, slide.
Pop, slide. Pop, slide until you kind of get enough courage to just pop on your own. You don't have to necessarily do the sliding. Just kind of pop. That was not only by the way for if you guys are wondering. But you just can just pop. Just at least a little bit. Just like that.
Now I'm going to show you guys after maybe a few weeks. You guys should probably have a better Ollie. And any questions I will answer at the end.
Alright, so now it's question time. So basically, one of the questions that I had when I was learning this trick was, what do you do whenever you complete the second part? Pretend this is my board. Whenever your foot slides, where does your foot go after that? Basically, after that, the board will take care of it. Since the board is going to be moving forward and your foot is kind of going to be underneath, it's still going to be on it, but basically, it's just going to kind of land back on. Just want to kind of straighten it out whenever you do it, and then you're just going to land on it. It may take you many, many tries to actually get a fully landed Ollie, and then you're probably going to be able to maybe move on to advanced stuffs, like the pop shove it, or like a kick flip or something like that. But anyways, the second, oh, I forgot about one thing that I had to tell you guys, was that when you guys are doing the pop for the Ollie, you don't want to necessarily slam your whole back foot on the tail. You want to, your ankle is going to kind of do it all. You don't want to like put a bunch of pressure on your calf. You just want your ankle to do it. So this is the ankle, here's the board, just tap. Not like pretty hard, not too lightly, just tap, and it should pop pretty high. If anything, you can apply a little bit of pressure, but you don't want to just slam your whole leg down, your whole body force on the back, or else you're definitely gonna fall, or your technique is just not gonna be right for the trick, and you're probably not gonna be able to move on to more advanced things. And yeah, other questions? Oh, and do not start in the grass. You can maybe start in the grass. I practice in the grass, but do not, like, once you land your first Ollie on the cement, do not go back to the grass and keep on trying to do it. Just practice in the cement. Do not start in a crack. Just try to get some solid ground. And if you want, then maybe you can just jump off if you don't feel secure. But basically, that is what you are supposed to do. Another tip is that if you guys are really confident in your Ollie, then you can try Ollieing over small things. Maybe like a little stick at first, maybe a crack in the sidewalk if you're pretty good. Or eventually like higher things like a garden hose. I've Ollied over a piece of wood in my friend's backyard. And eventually, I can Ollie off the curb right now and Ollie up the curb. So once you guys have a pretty decent Ollie, sorry, it just got a little bit blurry there, then you guys will be able to Ollie off the curb. And yeah, let me just show you guys a couple more of the Ollies. And
some of the Ollies, and also I forgot to tell you guys that once you get a pretty good Ollie, make sure you practice moving Ollies. thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to give a like, then I'll do some other tutorials. And subscribe.